As an artist, I always have creative ideas flowing through my mind, and I think today I might make a silent episode just to give it a shot. Why not? I think it's time for something different, and I think you all 482 of you would like something different. So we're gonna give it a shot today. Oh, good morning. It's been a long time since I've actually made an episode, so today may be that day. At 4:17 a.m. we're making good time to go to Captain David's house, and not forgetting our seatbelt, of course. There we go. Thank you, Honda, for the alert to keep me safe. It's kind of like a wife riding along with you every single time you get in the vehicle, go down the road, put your seatbelt on. Don't we all love that? I remember my father a long time ago. He got to the point where he didn't like beeping and buzzing noises. Now, when I was a kid, I did not understand this whatsoever. So when I reached my late 40s, I started getting the same annoyance with loud bass and beeping noises. I watched my father spend 4 hours dismantling his dashboard to find the buzzer when the door opened because he was so annoyed by it. So that was a day I'll never forget, and I'm there. Be careful, because you may just turn into your parents, possibly. Well, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, take note that this channel has had quite a few changes since its inception a few years ago. And mostly I love to fish offshore, and I fish inshore if I ultimately have to. But strap yourselves in, hold on, lean up against the leaning post, and let's get this thing rolling. Well, let's see if the captain is awake. Is he or isn't he? Well, here we are. Wait a minute. I hear a noise. Look, there's Cujo. Yes, right there. Early in the morning, about 5:20 a.m. And he needs to be quiet, because I'm sure the neighbors do not appreciate that at all. Well, Houston, what do we have in our hands now? We have an air compressor. Yes, that's an air compressor. Pre-maintenance is always a first with me, but not always for other people. So here we are, filling up tires at 5:45 in the morning. Making more noise so early in the morning with an air compressor, but that's just how we roll. And there's Captain David doing something that is pertinent to the trip. I'm sure of it, but I haven't figured it out what it is at this point. But where's he going? Leaving me to do all the work? Probably back inside the house, but that's okay. I've got plenty of tires to check and fill full of air. And here's an informational side note. Check everything. I'm talking about lug nuts, grease, the whole kit caboodle, because we had a driver tell us on the way to the boat ramp a week from today that one of our tires were smoking and we lost an axle. We fished, we got it taken care of, but check everything. Well, I'm all ready, but is the captain? I think he finally is, but he's always got something smart to say.
You gonna take photographs, you gonna go. Let's go.
And there it is.
Our families.
Well, the most important thing before you head out is to pray, because you never know what you can expect out there or what could happen.
In everything we do, we give you glory and praise and honor. Precious one. Amen.
Definitely burning daylight at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. I can't remember how many gas stations we stopped at that morning, and he still didn't get any breakfast. But he has some information you'll probably want to listen to right about here.
You know how many times I put gas in there? Thank goodness, though, when you do it,
Yes.
it clicks off.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but there's been quite a few times where it'll click off, and I'm like, why is it clicking off? And I'll click it back on, and it'll click off again. Same thing.
Well, here we are. We're finally at B&M Bait and
I
Tackle.
think so.
Another place to make you forget about how late you are in getting offshore and to buy the freshest bait, even if it's frozen. Some in the fresh case. They always take really great care of us in here. Always have, always will. If you're heading out of Mayport or if you're heading out of Oak Harbor, I would stop here first because there's always something that you need. Trust me. Always is. I always get something extra that I don't even need, even today. Finally found something that I don't really need, but you know, I just have to have. I could probably go to an arts and crafts store and get like a whole bunch for $5 that would last me the next 10 years, but I choose to support the local bait and tackle store. No matter how much they charge for these things, I will keep on buying them. Yes, I don't really need any of this stuff, but I know how I lose stuff over the side of the boat when I go offshore sometimes because I don't put it in the right place. I don't need any of this stuff, but it's always good to take an inventory of what they have, so when that does happen, I know where to come. I think it's always good to talk to other people and bait and tackle stores because you never know what you can learn or what you'll be able to tell them.
And all the traffic, it's like a boat parade some days, and people who just boating etiquette just went out the window.
Yeah, everything, etiquette.
And
Totally.
just
My wife calls me extra prepared for everything, except in this case, because we kind of threw this trip together at the very last minute. Wasn't even sure if we were going, but we said, hey, let's hit it. Eve invited 3 people, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't make it.
Did you get my toolbox? My tackle box?
yes,
Okay.
because you're not living out of mine. If you want to, it's fine.
One thing about having a best friend is that you can give them a hard time all the time, and they don't seem to mind it occasionally. So that's what I'm here for on this planet. If you're my best friend, that's what you can expect from me.
Put my water in there.
I had planned on it.
Huh?
I had planned on it.
I have a question for everybody. Does adding fish to the cooler with the water make it actually taste like fish? I've never noticed, but it'll never happen again, I promise, Captain David.
Want me to release you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
I just spared you all probably about 3 minutes of embarrassment, at least to myself, on releasing the boat and unwinching it. We'd learned a better way to do it. You unhook it at the top of the boat ramp, and then you back it in slowly. Of course, with your buddy on board, fire up the engine, and he's to park the boat at the dock. But in this case, I decided not to add the film footage because, like I said, it was embarrassing. It doesn't matter how many times I go offshore. I still love every time that I get to learn something new. All I have to do is hop aboard, throw the keys to Captain David, and take off. I believe that this is my first drop and my first fish of the day, and there will be joy in the morning. Thank you, Lord. When you're at sea, you have to learn to improvise rather quickly. The trolling motor wasn't working properly because one of the batteries was dead, so we went ahead and put the extra long jumper cables all the way from the main battery to it, and boy did it work great. Kept us fishing all day long, and yes, it was Captain David's idea.
We had some battery drama, but we're good now. Yes, you know what we've done. Oh, lucky, listen.
I had to stop myself from saying it. These American red snapper are everywhere out here, and this one in particular didn't have any barotrauma, so back in the sea he went. When that trolling motor didn't work, we decided to do the right thing. We prayed.
Yeah, it seemed to be holding us.
Praise God. Sometimes He answers prayer in different ways. Gives us ideas, you know?
Yeah.
If I gave you the idea.
never thought I was going to love the deep blue like I do. And you throw in some fish, a best friend, and the Lord, I just don't think it gets any better than that. And plus, there's no distractions from anything on land out here, except not seeing it.
GoPro, stop recording.
Nothing like catching a different species offshore in the Atlantic, and a cobia will do.
Family. I promise to do everything possible to
Disappointing.
lift your
And it looks
spirits
like he
every
got cut
time
up
you
by a
listen.
shark.
There was a lot of footage I didn't capture on this trip because I was just enjoying myself too much. But here we are catching another elusive American red snapper. We're going to vent this one because he had barotrauma and release him back into the deep blue. He's probably going to hate me for this, but that's okay. He's my best friend, so there's a chance that he'll forgive me. But he should be fishing, honestly speaking.
Another day of good fishing. Some keepable fish. Triggers, short cobia, tons of that American red snapper. What else can you do?
I would say we had a good day at sea, and now we're headed back to the ramp. There's one thing I can say of being at sea, it'll definitely keep you in shape.
Are y'all parked in the lot up here?
Yeah.
I still don't know why that young man asked us that question. Of course we're parked in that lot up there.
You want to drive? No. I don't want to drive. Saying he's tired. We're gonna give him some go-go juice next time, but before we do, we're gonna test it out on him. You know. So gotta do that first. Thanks for joining us on this episode, because from here on out, I think you know what's entails. It's cleaning the boat and skedaddling home, and then having a big old long work week the next day.
The things that you whippersnappers don't like to do when you come back.
Yeah, that's right. But see, somebody's going to take a nap, so that's my clue to leave. Oh, yeah, exactly. I got fish to clean. At my house, fish clean station. Join me. Pepsi. Yes, we got some Pepsi. It's bad for us, but we're going to drink it anyhow.
I was saying, being a sailor's tons of exercise. When you become an offshore fisherman, you decide that you're going to carry 20 to 30 to almost 40 extra pounds of weight of lead in your tackle box, like I'm doing right here. I love my tackle box, but I'm going to have some weight management of a different kind. So where is the captain? Where is my buddy? I think he's inside taking a nap. Now, I'm not going to do the best job rinsing off the boat, but I'm going to be a good friend, and I'm going to do what I can, because I got a lot to do when I get to the house, and it's also been a long day for me. Well, here's the proof that I caught some fish, even that spot tail earlier on in the day. Those are 3 nice trigger fish right there. And here's my lovely wife seasoning them trigger fish. Yeah, she does that, and she also puts up with me going fishing all the time. And she loves triggerfish so much that I think she wanted to marry me all over again right here.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going through the good times as well as the not so good times that makes a friendship stronger. And you can trust me on that. Well, sayonara, Deep Blue. Till next time. Until next time, we can bring another episode to you all. Thanks for watching.